Hey everybody, Brent here. So sorry I'm late. It is now July 21st, and I'm doing my June 2025 market report here in Northwest Indiana. Again, this is just the residential real estate, and I did separate new construction from existing. First, we're going to start with total sales in the residential side. And I'll tell you what, this is actually really extraordinary because the interest rates have not been low, right? But sales increased 24.53% in the month of June in closed transactions, which is absolutely amazing. We closed over 1,061 transactions here in Northwest Indiana that's reported through the MLS directly. Now, out of that, about 11% of homes sold were actually new construction, whereas last year at the same time, 9% of closed homes were new construction. The average sale price increased 5.15%. Part of that is because the homes are slightly larger that are selling now. The price per foot increase was only about 1.9% total. If we eliminate the new construction out of the equation, we still had a very good increase in sales of 22.59% increase, 955 closed transactions with the average price increase of 5.27%. Price per square foot was slightly higher than the new construction at 1.94%. I mean, market times are doing well. We're at 44 days cumulative as far as market time. I know a lot of people out there keep talking about the housing market. I see a lot of stuff people send me. I got buddies that send me videos. And you're right, certain parts of the country are having big issues. But because of where we're at, we just have so many people moving to the area, whether they're leaving Illinois or transferring to a new job or whatever the case is. It's absolutely amazing how strong our local market has done so far, year to date. Now, the big thing is, one thing I've noticed is the original sales price. So the original list price of a home to the sales price, the seller on average is getting 96.44%. Okay. Last year was 96.88, so it's very close to the same. But again, that's the original price. Now, if you list your home and sell your home in the first 30 days, right, which means you're pricing it correctly, you're getting on average 98.91%. So that's a very minimal reduction. The cumulative market time, you're getting 98.94%. So in the first 30 days. So the trick is pricing the home correctly. If you overlist from the beginning, everybody thinks like, okay, I can list higher and come down. And you're right, you have the right to come down, right? Everybody does. But if you start too high, nobody cares that you did a price reduction. They're just going to see you've been sitting on the market for X period of time, and they're going to offer you lower than what you would have originally gotten if you just priced it correctly. Another thing that's kind of funny, you really do want to hire a realtor. I know some people are like, okay, I want to save money. I don't want to do this, that, whatever, hire an agent. I'm going to give you an example. I got a client right now, buyers, who's buying a for sale by owner. You know, I'm representing the buyer, so we're doing the paperwork, we're getting everything, we're getting ready to close. But that seller underpriced his house by over $45,000. So what is it? We got the house at 580, and the appraisal came back at 625. So that's a substantial amount of money that the seller is losing. If he would have just priced it right with an agent, you know, he would have saved what, $45,000 essentially. Not quite, because you know some cost savings on the buy side or whatever. But anyways, so it really is important because, like, here, the farther out you go on the cumulative, like with the original list price, once you go beyond 30 days, it drops from the 98.41% to 93.19%. That's a substantial reduction. And then if you go 61 to 90 days, so this is a little odd, it jumps up. So 7.35% of homes sold inside of the 61 to 90 days, and they got an average from the original list price, the actual starting price, not after reductions. 94.45, 91 to 120 days, 91.11%. And if it goes beyond 4 months, you're at about 11.29% off of the original list price of the home. Those are really, really big numbers. And again, that's why I say you really do need to list your home correctly. Don't let somebody, please don't let somebody come in and say, it's funny. I got somebody recently, they were talking about selling their home, and we had an appointment, and they canceled it because an agent came in and said their house is worth $600,000. It's a 1,400 square foot ranch in an older part of town with a pole barn, and it's like no basement, no anything, and it's like there's absolutely no way will it appraise. It's like, whatever. But don't let somebody come in and say, oh, your house is worth this super high dollar amount, when there's nothing to justify that price. Because if you can't justify that price and the appraisal gets cut, how are you going to appeal the appraisal? How are you going to go to the appraiser and say, hey, I think you're wrong because you forgot this, and this, and you got to be able to justify it. And if you can't do it, you're going to look like a total fool because you're overpromising your client. It's just a bad situation, guys. So if you have any questions, I'd love to run a local market report for you. Again, this is all of Northwest Indiana. So that's, Porter Lake, LaPorte, Jasper, Newton, Stark, and Pulaski counties. But I'd love to run a report for your specific neighborhood or town. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Thanks for tuning in, guys.